Hello, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. This is Sky,
And Quinn.
and today we want to talk about winter and Christmas and cookies and snow and all of the above. So, I guess one story I have is, so my family, we always drive up to South Carolina because my grandparents live there. So, my mom, though, bless her heart, she just doesn't know how to pack. And she packs so much. She packs a bazillion options for all of her clothes. She packs all her, like, hair and makeup stuff, but she brings, like, way more than she needs. So it takes a lot of space. And there's 5 people in my family. So, all of that in one car gets to be a lot. And one year, we had so much that they put stuff next to my sister Amelia, and every time my dad turned on the road, all of the stuff would crash down on Amelia and me, and so my dad named it like Mount St. Laura because that's my mom's name. So yeah, it was really funny. It was like, Mount St. Helen.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Where is that, by the way?
I
Whatever.
Let's just pretend that we know where that is and move on.
This is a Christmas podcast. So, I don't actually go anywhere for Christmas. I just stay home. And we live in Georgia.
Yeah.
Fortunately, it
Georgia.
doesn't get very cold here. But when it does snow here, it's like an apocalypse.
Yeah.
There was this one time in 10th grade where it started snowing at school. And everybody didn't think, oh, it won't stick, it won't stay that cold. And then it all just stuck to the road, and it was like a disaster, and nobody knew how to drive, and nobody could get home. And school was closed for like a week, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like it wasn't even that much snow, but the thing is that Georgia has no idea how to deal with snow because it's so rare. So we had to take a whole entire week off of school, which, not complaining, that was amazing. But it's just funny because if that was up north and there was as much snow as we had, they would have like the plows or whatever to deal with it, but we just have no idea how to deal with snow down
No,
here.
it's ridiculous. But it was so much fun because I had these little like circular sleds,
Uh-huh.
and my brothers and I will walk down the street, and there's like a golf cart if you like cut through somebody's yard. So we just like cut through somebody's yard and walk into the golf course, and we go sledding, and it's so much fun. But my next door neighbor, this kid is so weird. My next door neighbor, he's so odd. I was driving down the road the other day, and then he like walks to the middle of the street and lays down. He's like,
What?
yeah, this kid is so weird. So I left my sled on the side of my house, and I came out the next morning, and there's footprints leading up to my sled, and my sled is gone.
And the kid took your sled?
The kid took my sled.
What?
We know
That's
it's him.
so
We know
weird.
it's him. We just can't prove it. Because I've seen him with it. But I haven't, like, I was always like, well, I've been, like, I wasn't walking. I was, like, driving. So I can't prove that he took my sled. So I just share my brother's sleds. But it makes me sad because I love sledding so much. I mean, who doesn't love
Me
sledding?
too. Yeah, when we had that snow apocalypse, I love the way that it kind of like the snow would bring the community together because all the people that lived on my street were like outside, and we just kind of like all started playing out in the snow together and sledding, and we walked over to this like this creepy abandoned like neighborhood area that no one really lives in, and it's all like overgrown with bushes, but it has a really nice, like really tall hill, and we all just were like sledding down it together, and then we'd go to one person's house and get hot chocolate, and go back out. It was just so fun. I love snow.
I hope it snows
Oh,
this year.
me too, but it's kind of warm right now.
Yeah, it's like 70 degrees here. And what is it, December 13th?
Yep.
That's Georgia for you.
Mm.
I mean, I used to live in Texas, and it was even warmer. Like, we never even saw
Really?
snow at all.
Wow.
It snowed one time, and everybody got so excited, but it didn't stick.
Mm.
Unfortunately. But coming back to Christmas stuff, I really want to listen to Christmas music in my car, like while I'm driving. But I don't have XM radio, And because my parents have XM radio, so they know like XM radio Christmas stations.
Yeah.
But I don't. I don't know any Christmas stations. They don't know any FM radio stations because my car doesn't have it. And they don't listen to FM radio. So I can never find any Christmas stations. Just want to listen to Christmas music. Is that too much to ask? Just want to listen to Christmas music. So last year, I was playing around with the radio and I found this Christmas station. I was so excited. And then I kept listening to it, and it's like this country, like, hillbilly Christmas music. It was so bad, but it was the only Christmas music I had, and they have, like, the banjo in the background.
Woohoo!
And they're singing in, like, country accents.
Oh my goodness.
Like, where's the real Christmas music?
That's so
I
funny.
can't find any Christmas music. I just want to listen to Christmas music. But
Well,
nobody else knows any stations. So
Really?
let me know if you know an FM radio station if you live in the Atlanta area for Christmas music, because I'm at a loss here.
yeah, I pretty much listen to The Fish, but they have a ton of like ads all the time, so it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, I feel like every time I turn on that station, it's just
Yeah.
ads.
Anyways, I guess one other story I have is, and this is before I was even born, but I've heard this story multiple times. And my grandma, the one that we go up to see in South Carolina, one time for Christmas, she made this really fancy. It's kind of like it's this cake. It's French. It's called Bûche de Noël, and it's shaped like a log, but it's really artsy and cute. And you have to do a lot of cutting the cake to get it the right shape to look like a log, and then because I made it before, but it takes forever, and you frost it and you like drag a fork through it to make it look more like the bark or whatever, or you can put like powdered sugar to make it look like snow. So she made this really fancy cake, and she was bringing it out for everyone, and she like tripped and dropped it like face down on the floor, and it was just completely smashed. It was sad.
You really should have eaten it off the floor. I would have done that. Save the cake.
Maybe they did. I would have if I had been there.
Yeah, just eat the top part off. That's not touching the floor.
Yeah. It's just sad because the aesthetic side of that cake is what counts. But if you smush that cake, it's like, I'm sure it tastes fine, but the main thing that takes so long is making it look pretty. So.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I've never had any like horrible food disasters.
None.
That I've made something that's like been a complete disaster. Though I made a pie at Thanksgiving because my brother requested it multiple times and then he didn't eat it.
What?
Yeah, I made a pecan pie and had like one bite and he's like, it hurts my braces. And then he didn't eat it. I just had this whole pie.
Aw.
It was a good pie though.
I bet. I would have eaten it.
Yeah, and then my mom just ended up throwing it away because it's going on like a week of not having the
Aww.
pie. So the only food disaster I have are my brothers who don't eat things that I make. But speaking of food, we like to make cookies
Oh yeah.
during Christmas time.
Well, what my family does is my grandma makes quite a few kinds, and then my family will make some before we go up to South Carolina, and we'll just bring them in Tupperwares. And so that by Christmas Eve, we have like sometimes we have as many as like 10 kinds of cookies, and we like put them out on this big platter that has multiple tiers, and it's delicious, but it's so many. It's so fun. So that's our little tradition, and we have cookies aplenty for like days and days to come.
Yeah, send some my way.
Yes.
I just make cookies for my teachers and my friends. I don't actually make like tons of Christmas cookies for my family. I just make like a whole bunch and put them in little bags and hand them out, which I need to do that this week.
I'm happy that I'm on the list of friends that you handed out to. I'm so excited for those almond cookies.
Yeah, I need to make like 50 of those. I make these almond sugar cookies where I use almond extract in the sugar cookie dough. And then for the icing, I put almond extract, vanilla extract, powdered sugar, and like a little bit of salt to give it like a salty, sweet taste to kind of like mimic an almond.
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty good.
They
I'm
they
not-
are so good.
I'm not one to like brag about my baking, but
You can brag about those though. They're like amazing.
They're pretty good.
I
I
could
don't-
eat them all day long. Oh,
those are my favorite things to bake, and they're always everybody
Mhm.
always likes them. My mom's like, you need to make more Christmassy cookies, and I'm like, I'll just put green food coloring in them, like, and red icing. But I don't think I'll do that. I think it's more meaningful when it's just the classic white. It can be like
Yeah.
snow
yeah, it's snow.
to imitate what we don't have here in Georgia on a regular basis.
yeah. Anyways,
All right, guys. This was just going to be kind of a short one, kind of like a
just a fun little holiday Christmas
you're even
edition.
facing my pretty Christmas tree in my room.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, leave a comment below if you have any funny wintertime stories. Any-
yes.
any-
And
Or if you have any like traditions like making cookies or anything like that, we'd love to hear.
let us know. And please follow us at SkyQuinn107 on Instagram and Twitter. And give this video a thumbs up. And please subscribe because we only have like 7 subscribers.
Yeah, please, if you watch our videos, just subscribe, please. We'll love you forever. Just kidding, we already love you. So.
And next week what's coming up is we are going to do a school experiences podcast after taking some finals. And I mean, it's not just going to be about finals, but like school in general and like kind of like basically like the bad and good school experiences.
Yeah.
And then I have a really good friend who I went to middle school with. Her name is Scarlett, and she really wants to be a guest on our podcast. So when winter break starts, she'll be our next guest. And I keep saying I was gonna like give her a shout out. So Scarlett, this shout out's for you. I'm sorry it took me like 3 podcasts to finally mention that you're gonna be a guest. But I hope you guys have a good winter Christmas season, and that
we'll be posting more podcasts though throughout. So.
pretty soon, probably this week.
Yeah.
And I hope all your finals go great if you're in high school or college.
Yep. So thanks for listening. This has been Sky
and Quinn, and we'll see you next time.